Hi guys and welcome to my kitchen. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Aya and my channel is all about yummy food from the world. So today I am taking you to Tunisia in North Africa to try this amazing pastry called Samsa. Today I'm going to stuff my samsa with almond and hazelnuts. You can replace it by any kind of nuts you prefer. Here I am using 150 grams of almonds, that's equal to 1 cup, and 150 grams of hazelnuts is also equal to 1 cup. I am also using some pistachio for the topping. Here I am using raw nuts. So first I choose to remove the almond skin. You can keep it if you prefer. To remove the skin from almonds, start by submerging the almonds in boiling water for about 1 minute. Then, check the almond, pinch an almond between your index finger and thumbs and squeeze gently. The skin will slide easily off the almonds. Be very careful, it's very hot. Remove the pot from the heat and drain the almond in a colander. Rinse it with cold water to help you with the heat and pull the skin. Now I'm going to prepare the syrup as I need it to be at room temperature later on. In a medium saucepan, add in 2.5 cups of sugar and 1 cup of water. All ingredient and exact measurement will be listed down below the video in the description box. Stir gently to help the sugar to dissolve, then turn on the heat to medium-low. In the meanwhile, prepare the lemon. Here I am going to use the juice of half a lemon. Add it to the syrup and let it reduce around 15 to 20 minutes until it's thick. At this point, I'm going to prepare the stuffing. Since I'm using raw nuts, I need to roast it a little bit so it gets all the flavors out. Over medium heat, start by preheating a skillet. Add in 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter and then add the almonds. Stir occasionally to avoid almonds from burning. Once the almonds turn golden brown, remove from skillet and do the same with the hazelnuts. Here I use only half of the butter as I still have some from the almonds. The hazelnuts will be ready once it turns golden brown and the skin starts to crack. Then just set aside and let it cool down. To prepare the Malsouka sheet, I will need some melted butter. So over medium-low heat, I melted some butter. Now that the almonds and hazelnuts has cooled down, I added 30 grams of confectioner sugar. If you like your samsa to be sweet, you can add an extra 1 tablespoon, but not more than that, as we will cover it with syrup later on. I grind it all together. You don't need to make it like powder. You can keep some crunchiness in the mixture. I mean, this is really up to you, but it will taste good if you keep some crunchiness. To this mixture, I added 2.5 tablespoons of geranium water. You can go between 2.5 tablespoons to 3 tablespoons. This is really depend on the kind of nuts you have. If you cannot find geranium water, you can substitute with either rose water or orange blossom water. This is really up to you. The mixture needs to be wet enough to hold shapes, but not too liquidy. So don't be tempted by adding more liquids. Knead it until you obtain a paste. To have a similar looking samsa, you can either weigh the dough or use a tablespoon to help you get them all the same. I prefer to weigh mine, is more precise. I weigh 12 grams of dough to make small samsa. Once you shape all the balls, cover with plastic wrap so it doesn't dry while we prepare the Malsouka sheets. The more precise you are, the better looking samsa you will get. Here I cut strips of 4 cm equal 1.5 inch because I weigh 12 grams of dough. But if you are going to use a tablespoon, better cut 5 centimeter equal to 2 inch. I also recommend that you try one first so you are sure of the look and the size you want to get. Make sure you keep the Malsouka sheet inside a bag or stacked under a damp cloth so it doesn't dry out. Take one strip at a time and brush it with melted butter. Place one ball of filling and follow my steps to shape a triangle. You start by shaping the filling like a triangle. Then try to flat the edges as it might bother you when you start folding it. Now you go from the right side to the left and continue doing that till the end of the strip. The first one will be a bit hard to do, but once you get over it, it will be easier. If you think that you have too much filling, do not hesitate to take a little bit out. Now let me show you how you seal it. As you can see, it's too short to go under the Malsouka sheet. So I cut it, then turn it over and stuck it underneath it. To make a perfect shape, you can either use a knife or the back of a spoon to help you get it straight. This recipe is easy, but it takes a bit of time, so be patient and trust me, you will love the result. Repeat with the remaining sheet and filling. Once all the triangle has formed, I will fry them. You can also bake them if you prefer. Heat a large frying pan with vegetable oil over medium heat. You can check the oil temperature with a small piece of Malsouka sheet. Place the samsa in the oil one at a time to prevent the oil temperature from going down. Turn it occasionally until golden brown. Take them out of the oil and place them into a colander or a plate with paper towel to absorb the excess oil. This is the color you're looking for. Make sure you don't undercook it or it won't be as crispy as it's supposed to be. As you can see, the syrup is a bit thick and this is exactly what we're looking for. Place the hot Malsouka into the room temperature syrup and let it sit for 1 to 2 minutes. At this step, the temperature is important. Samsa must be hot. I did this while the second batch of samsa is still frying, so do not wait until it's cool. Transfer the samsa into a plate and do the same with the rest. Make sure you take off all the excess syrup. Once all the triangles has absorbed the syrup, I place them into the pistachio that I grind. Cover both sides and then place it in another plate. We serve the samsa during Ramadan or Eid. It's really special treat that we enjoy with tea or coffee. I would like to thank you for sticking around and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comment below. And if you are new, please consider subscribing and see you in the next video.